Okay, so let's just give them maybe like a minute to join in because we already
Okay.
started late. So let's just give them like a
Oh,
minute.
okay.
Thank you. All right. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, guys. How are you doing? Welcome to the Money Game Show. Welcome to tonight's episode. Tonight is the 22nd episode of the Money Game Show. And yes, if this is your first time here, welcome. This is the Money Game Show, as I said earlier. And what is the Money Game Show? The Money Game Show is a show where we, Digitstem, host professionals every week, every Saturday by 8 p.m. Nigeria time, who come to teach you a thing or two about making money. They teach you their skills, so that you can learn and make money. Okay, that is the whole. I mean, it's called the Money Game Show. If you are not making money from this show, so I mean, what's it for? So yes, that is what we are about in the Money Game Show. And earlier I mentioned that this is the 22nd episode, which means that we have had 21 other episodes before now, among which we had copywriting, content creation, smartphone graphic design, script writing, ghost writing, Instagram ads, Facebook ads, Google ads, ticket sales closing, video editing, mini importation. Last week we had the Valentine's special session as well. The Alpha Male Code. It was a live Q&A session and it was an amazing session. I really think you should check it out. For both male and female, of course. Yes, you will learn a thing or two from the session. But however, check that out. Yes, and also check previous interest you out. Trust me, Each and every one of these episodes are value packed. You will learn a thing, not just a thing. The people that we bring here are top class professionals. I promise you, top class professionals. And the thing is, when they are here on this show, they give their all. For you to get those type of information from them, you need to pay them in five figures, not five figures, okay, six figures, please. You need to pay them in six figures to get those type of information that's from for you for free. Yes, right on this YouTube channel. Just look at, so not at the top side, in the middle. You would see home, live, videos, playlist, posts, that what you should focus on. IVE. Click on it and go and bring out all the episodes, other episodes that we have had. Just scroll through, watch the ones that triggers you. Please, you are free to watch it as many times as possible. Why is that? Free. It is free. 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 Nobody's charging you any money. And one more thing that you should do for us that is also free is click the subscribe button. Please click the subscribe button. Subscribe. It is also free. Nobody's charging you for it. Nobody. Just click it. It is free. Okay. And yes, the reason why you should click it is so that you don't miss any other episodes from us, because definitely we'll be having several ones even after. Excuse me. Next week we have another session. Next 2 weeks we have another session. So yes, stick with us. We are people that you should stick with because we are very committed to your financial goals and your financial growth. Okay, without someone into leads. Okay, yes, today we are maximizing those leads you generate for your business from Facebook, Instagram, wherever it is. We are making sure that those leads become the that we have. They're amazing. Hey, please, I'm really sorry. I'm really don't get the pronunciation of your surname right, but I think it is Oyelude Toby. Sorry, did I get it? Oyelude,
You're right. You're
Abby?
right. Yes. You're right.
I tried that. Thank you. So yes, we have
Yeah.
Oyelude Toby to take us with it. So yes, over to you, Toby, please.
Oh, okay. First, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to um, teach your people, and I want to like say thank you very much for Digitstem for like giving me this like privilege, and I really appreciate it.
All right. You're
Yeah.
welcome. Thank you so much for coming as well.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so first we want to talk about what exactly is lead conversion, because we're yet like talk about converting your leads to sales. So, and basically that is what lead conversion really means. It is a process in which you have to follow from taking your prospect from the point of not knowing you at all, being a stranger, to the point of making that decision of buying from you. So basically that is what lead conversion is all about. And the process that you have to like follow to take them from that point of not knowing you to the point of saying that, oh, I want to do business with you. That is what lead conversion basically like means. So, and once like tailor it down to you as an affiliate marketer, because I believe everyone that is here are basically affiliate marketers. So that's like narrow it down to it. So let's talk about, because I want to like take it step by step. There'll be a process, there'll be a time where I will talk about the process that in which you can use. I mean, how you can start conversation with a stranger and how you can convert that particular person into sale or sales, as the case may be. So some of the mistakes I think affiliate marketers like make out there when it comes to like lead conversion is immediately they make, I mean, let's say maybe like one sale or two, they have the feeling like they know how to sell already. And I am sorry to like break it down to you that maybe not. There are some sales that will just like come to you luckily, and it's like, look, we have three different type of audience. We have the cold, we have the warm, and we have the hot audience. Now you can get an hot audience whereby you don't really need much persuasion, you need much talking before the person will actually make that decision of buying. And at the end, that kind of person may feel like, oh, I have taken a decision that is not worthwhile. And you, as a person, you might feel like, oh, I've been able to like do this, and I think I am good. But you have to like, be very, very cautious. I mean, this is talking to me like beginners, and I know that not all of us are beginners here. So, but I'm just like trying to like make us understand some of the things that might hinder us from being able to like convert more leads to sales. Because if you have not got to that level of being able to like convert people to convert your leads to sales properly, and you're having that feeling like, oh, I can make sales now. I am being able to like close one sale. I'm being able to like close two sales. That is not it. Yeah, you'll be happy that you made one sale, two sale. I mean, that is fine. But you have to like understand that that might be that point whereby you need to like up your game. Do you understand? So when you just like close one sale, two sales, and even deep down in yourself, you have a feeling like, oh, I really didn't do much of marketing. I just like it just like happened luckily. You haven't like started your lead conversion game. You haven't, because you have to like end up like struggling. Because I've met a lot of people that be like, oh, I made my first sale, I made just two sales, and from there I've been struggling. So this might be the problem. So you were able to like meet with an audience that doesn't like need much persuasion or much marketing, and you're able to like sell to the person. So you have to like learn how to like sell to cold audience and warm audience, because most of these that you'll be getting, they are mostly cold audience, people that they don't know anything about affiliate marketing. They need you need to like talk to their emotion, you need to like talk to their logic, and before they make that decision of buying. So you have to like learn how to like properly like do that. And of course, we'll try to like touch some of them right there in this class. So then some people actually like sell without building the key author factor. I know that maybe like you've heard of this before, that oh, you have to like sell before you actually sell, you have to like build the key author factor first, and then you move to the next level of making that decision of buying, helping them make that decision of buying. Now building the key author factor is very, 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 very important, because you just don't expect them to just like you were able to just like meet them as a stranger. They don't know you from Adam, and you're expecting them to just like make that decision of buying. It doesn't work that way. You have to build the key character factor. You have to like get them to like know you, like you, then trust you. And most importantly, another thing you have to like do is help them see you as someone that can help them get a result. People will buy from you when they have a feel like, oh, I know this person. I can trust this person with my money, right? But the first way people they are going to like buy from you is when they actually see you as someone that can actually help them get the result that they want. You are promising them something. Sales is about taking away a problem, solving a problem. That is what it's all about. So you have to like even understand when it comes to like selling, that is one thing that has to come to your head. You are helping someone to solve a problem. If you are not helping them solve a problem, why should they pay you? Like, what is the transaction all about? Why should they give you their money? All right. So building the chaos factor is very, very important. And how do you build the chaos factor? You can do that by, let's say, teaching people about what you do, like just getting them to like have a feeling of, okay, I think I know this person to some extent. I like this person to some extent. There are diverse ways in which you can like build the chaos factor, but whichever way in which you are picking, make sure it's the one that would, will take them to that point of having a feel like, okay, I know this person to some extent. I like this person to some extent. I trust this person to some extent, and I feel this person can actually get me the result that I want. Then, I am good with this person. Once you can tick these boxes of the four things I talked about, the result you will actually like, make sales, because that is what it's all about. Because once they know you, they like you, they trust you, and you can show them that you can get the result, then they're going to definitely buy from you. So you have to like learn how to like do that perfectly. And when you actually like build the chaos factor, it helps them like take them to that point of seeing you as an expert, as an authority. So, and of course, that comes with the part of seeing you as someone that can help them get the result. So once they can see you as an expert, as an authority, and so they can get the result that they want, they're definitely going to like buy from you. So let's move to the next one. So you have like, so when the interest level of your prospect is this high. Now you're trying to like sell the product, like right now, you're trying to sell, let's say, UMM course, and the people that you're trying to sell it to, their interest level in the product is this low, and you're telling them about the product. Guess what is going to happen? They will not buy, because their interest level in the product is not even high at all. So you have to get the interest level of your prospect this high. When it gets to this point, the chance that they will buy is there. And even if they won't buy, you'll be able to like lead them to that point. I mean, if you learn how to like follow up properly and do the other things that you're supposed to do, you'll be able to like get them to like make that decision of buying. So it is very, very important that you get their interest level this high. And how do you get the interest level high? It is through your process. Your process is very, very important when it comes to sales. So your process is, like we said, the lead conversion, the process is almost like the same thing. So the process is what, I mean, once they come to your DM, another thing I talk about is the moment your prospect comes to your DM, you've started selling. Yes, to you, you might not know that you've started selling, but you've started selling immediately they come to your DM. So you have to like pay attention to everything that you say. That's why you have to like be very, very important. You have to be very, very vigilant of the things that you say to your prospect. Okay. So then you have to like, take them to that level of being interested in your product. So if you can't do that perfectly, that's why you see people like, okay, saying that, oh, I don't have the money. Why did that even happen at first? Why is it that you got a stranger and what the stranger just telling you is, I don't have the money? Why is it that way? The main reason is because the whole conversation made them focus on the price. So when your conversation made them focus on the price, they'll give you price-based objections. They will tell you, oh, I don't have the money, I'll get back to you, all of those things. But if the conversation that you have with them make them focus on the result that you can get them, the result that your product promises, then they are going to make that decision of buying. So you have to like learn how to get their interest level high. Make sure the conversation that you have with them makes them focus on the result, not the price. So like I said, we are going to like talk about that when we get to that point. So I've told them before, like once they come to your DM, the things you say, you have to like set the ground. That's you connecting with them. So when we get to that point, I would definitely like explain that to you in details, so that you will learn how to, like, once they come to your DM, you have to like know, oh, the sales has begun, and if the foundation is not well built, it's going to like affect every other thing. If you're unable to connect with them very well, if you're unable to get the information that would help them make that decision of buying, there is no way around the sun. You can be able to get those information again. Even if you're able to get those information, they won't really like tell you the truth. And that leads to another point I would make. Um, is either your prospects they give you surface level problem. When I mean surface level problem, these are problems like they are not so important, or they give you deep level problems. So another thing that would make your prospect not give you the best response is, or that would make them give you objections is if the conversation that you had with them, or if the problems that they give to you that they want to solve. Because remember, like I said, the sales is basically like you helping them solve a problem. If you're not solving the problem, then why should they give you their money? Now, you have to be very, very important with this problem that you solve. So some person will tell you some things like, oh, this is the issue that I'm having. You have to like be able to figure out, is this problem actually like important to this prospect? If it's also important to them, then why are you guys even talking about it at the first place? So you have to like solve a problem that is important to them. That is the deep level problems that makes them wake up very early in the morning. They go to bed late at night, mainly because of these problems. When you are able to like get this kind of problem, there is no way they won't be able to like afford your product. So they are telling you that the price is high because they can't just like phantom their head around paying that kind of amount. But when they see that, oh, this particular product is taking away the problem that is causing me to like sleep late at night, I wake up very early in the morning. This is even because of this problem. I have to like do the things that I do not want for myself. So when your product is talking to these things that I talked about, so it gets them to like take that decision of buying easily, because they even in their head they can say, oh, I am only paying 14,500 for this, and look at what problem this thing is solving for me. It is a good deal for me. Let me just go for it. So it makes them focus on the result, not the price. But the main reason why you're able to get the sale is because you're being able to figure out what the problem was. Not just what the problem was, what the deep problem was. Because if you're solving just a solving problem, then you're in deep shit because you'll be able to like sell to them and you're just back to zero. So, and when you're solving service level problem, it makes you feel like, oh, you're on the track, you're trying to like, get them to buy, but trust me, you're just like back to level zero. So you want to be vigilant if you're helping your prospect to solve the surface level problem or the deep level problems. Okay. So and one other thing I want to talk about is in your follow up. Although I'll still address it better as we go on with the conversation. Your follow up, it is meant to like make your prospect to realize how much value your products still have, even aside the commercial that you guys had earlier on. Because I've seen a lot of people like once they want to follow up, the only thing that they are doing is they don't like sending testimonials, sending write-ups. That is not what, yes, that works as well. But what your follow-up should do is one, it should bring out more of your prospect problem. Yes, you're being able to like discover some of the problems, some of their deep level problems during the conversation that you guys had, or maybe during the class that you guys had. But you have to be able to like bring out more of their problems over time. If you can bring out more of their problems over time, and you see that, oh, even aside the issue I had earlier on, this is a new week, and I have this new fresh problem. I have this problem that can solve the problem for me. Then I have to go for it. So you have to like continually bring out more of their problems. Also, you have to like help them see how valuable your product is over time. That will help them make that decision of buying. So your follow up is not to just like start sending them testimonials. Yes, it's good to send testimonials, of course, it works everywhere, anytime. Social proof works very well. But you just don't have to do that. I've seen people like say that, oh, my coach said I should not like follow up because it will make me sound like I am desperate for the sale. That is not it is because you are being desperate for the sale. Doing your follow up, you're being desperate for the sale. That is why it is looking like you're desperate for the sale. Follow up, you can actually follow up every day, and your prospect they are engaging with you in the conversation. How about that? But it depends on the level at which you know how to follow up. If you can follow this process I talked about, there is no way you actually like be able to like, follow up your prospect very well, and you'll be able to like make more sales. If you can pick up more of their problems with your follow up, if you can help them see how valuable your product is, how valuable your product is over time, you're not just like there to talk about, oh, how do I put it exactly? You know, it's like let's tell them, oh, you told me that you're going to take decision yesterday, you have not taken it. I mean, deep down, it looks like you're just all about the sale. So when it comes to sales, one thing you also like know is your prospect they are not dumb, right? Maybe they don't have that level of expertise, maybe they don't know some things, but you also that they are not dumb. Okay, so it's very, very important that when you are conversing with them, you show up that you want to help them. I've seen a lot of affiliate marketers that they are just after the sale. The sale is the byproduct. You have to understand that the sale is the byproduct. When you do other things right, the sale will eventually come. The sale will eventually come. So, as a seller, one thing that you have to like, come into your head is, I am here to help this person. There's a problem that I have to solve. So, if you're not thinking in that direction, there's no way you're going to be able to make a lot of sales. So, it is not even about, it is not selling, it is selling. So, you're selling and you're helping. But then the selling is should not even be there. It's the helping that is the most important thing there. So you helping them, take them from this point where they are, where they are not okay with the result that they are, to that point where everything works out. That is your own job. So and if you're not portraying yourself as one, then there's no way your prospect are ever going to buy. So your prospect, they have to be convinced that you really want to help them. But of course, one other thing you want to like notice is, or one thing you want to note is their interest level must be high in solving the problem, because there is no way you can up whoever doesn't want to up him or herself. So the interest level of your prospects should be this high, then you can up them, you can come to that point of you being able to like up them. Okay, so make sure that their interest level is high. That's why I said you have to like take their interest level like this high, then you can be able to like make it up there. So and you don't have to be so much interested in the sale more than your prospect. Okay, they are the ones with the problem, so they have to be more interested about solving the problem more than you. Because if they are not so interested in solving the problem, then there's no way you guys can be able to like come to um how do I put it exactly? There's no way you guys can come to because sales is about two parties coming together to say that okay, we want to solve this problem together. Okay. So and if you're unable to like bridge that gap, if you're unable to like take them to that point, okay, they are so interested in it, then you also can help them, okay. Then we can cooperate and make this thing happen. So you have to like pay attention to um that as well. So and then another thing I noticed about a lot of people, a lot of affiliate marketers is, how they feel after they told their prospect about their product. A lot of people like feel bad that oh, after everything I've done, this person didn't like buy. You have to know that that is the essence of your follow up. Okay, so when you tell them about the product and they are unable to like buy, you shouldn't be like bothered. All right, why? Because the mentality is you want to up them. So unless you're not willing to like up, or unless you don't want to up them, unless you're just after the sale. Because if you're just after the sale, then you feel bad that oh, I didn't make the sale. Ah, Jesus Christ, I didn't make this sale. I didn't make this sale. But if you're after helping, you won't feel bad that they didn't buy at that point. All right, because you have the mentality to up them. So you're not bothered that okay, they didn't buy at that point. Okay. So and of course, another thing you want to like know is of course if you're more concerned about upping them, then you don't need to like feel bad. You just have to okay, you have to handle their objection. Yeah, okay, they said I don't have the money. You want to be sure? Is it really that they don't have the money? Is that really the problem? Because people do lie a lot. Your perspective do lie a lot. So you want to figure out whenever you get an objection, you want to figure out is this actually an objection or this person is trying to like lie their way out of this conversation. So if they're just like lie their way out of the conversation, then you have to like, okay, you don't really like want to solve this problem. Then it's not from my hand, it is from your hand. You made that decision yourself. But if they say that they really want to like solve the problem, like if they really want to do it and they don't have the money, because of course at some point they might not have the money to like do it truly, truly. So that's the point where you'll be like, okay, I really want to help you. You don't even need to like tell them, you just have to show it. Don't tell them that you want to help them. Yes, you might tell them, but let them even be convinced that oh, this person wants to help me. I'm so convinced that this person wants to help me. Okay. So and that's like really like helps a lot when you do it that way. So and of course, lead generation is like one of the things that we talked about here. And why am I saying that here? If you're generating leads constantly or frequently, you won't feel the need that oh, this person is actually not buying. When someone's not buying from you, you just like do your own work, you do your own job as a salesperson to help them make a decision of buying. To take them to that point whereby they want to like solve the problem. So if they don't want to like do it at that point, they won't be any need to like feel bad. They won't be any need to like okay, this person not buy. So another thing you want to do is you have to like take your lead generation game very, very serious. Because if you can take it serious, when you're not buying, you're not freaked out. You're out there generating money. So invariably you'll be making more sales on the long run. Maybe not from the person, but of course you'll be able to like make sales. So doing your follow-up, you are being able to like, do your follow-up out of sanity. You are being able to like, do your follow-up like out of professional space, not the need to make that so because you're hungry. Okay. So then you also like find it difficult to like say, oh, if you can't get to the root of things, I think I've talked about that before. You have to like understand, I mean, the deep reason why they want to like do it because everyone is doing something for a reason. They are not just like coming to you that they're interested in affiliate marketing just for the form of it. They are coming to you because there's a problem in their lives that they want to like solve and they need an extra help. So if you don't figure out what exactly the problem is, there's no way they're ever going to buy because you have not been able to like solve the problem in their own head. You might think that oh, generally everybody is having a problem. Okay, because things are hard in Nigeria. Yes, but that's not the conversion that is going on in the head of your prospect. You have to like go into the conversion that is going on in the head of your prospect. When you know the conversion that's going on in the head of your prospect, then you know how best to like show them how your product solve that particular problem. Okay. So then let's move into the next one. So and another thing I want to talk about is quality leads. So people think that oh, I'm actually not generating quality leads mainly because of um the traffic source. Maybe like I use organic traffic, maybe I use paid traffic. So one thing you want to know is it doesn't like matter. The only thing that separates organic traffic and paid traffic is organic traffic, they don't know you from Adam, all right, especially if you are sending them a DM yourself. Okay. And paid traffic is they know what they are coming for. They are at least they are aware to some extent that I am coming for an affiliate marketing course. Do you understand? Or an affiliate marketing class. So the awareness level is up to some extent. But for organic traffic, they don't even know it from either. You don't even send them a DM. Okay, so that's the only thing that separates it. And once you can be able to like bridge it, once you are able to connect with them, everything like they become like look alike. They become look alike. Both your organic traffic and your paid traffic. So the only thing that separates is just you being able to connect with them. Once you're able to connect with them, everything like is like soft. So Ibrahim, I'll just like give you an example of how you can go about talking to your organic traffic. Like let's say like you are saying maybe that is what you're doing, that's the way you're using like generate leads. You can just like reach out to them. Let's say maybe like you're using WhatsApp extraction. There are a lot of ways in which people are used to like generate leads out there. But I'm just like giving examples here, okay? Like I'm pinpointing anything or anything like that. Okay, so just okay, my name is Toby. I am a digital marketer and I help people like change their financial status. Okay. So but I want to like have in mind that this is not a process scheme. You have to like work before you actually like make money from this particular business I'm about to like introduce to you. But is it okay if I ask you some questions just so I can see if what we do can be able to like up your situation? Okay. So I hope you are able to like get the question that I gave. So when you ask this question, what are you trying to like do? You're making them see you as an authority. You're taking control of the conversation because you ask them a question, they have to like respond. And of course, those that will not be interested in your product or those that will not be interested in the process or whatever anything that you have to like offer them, they would give you a red flag at that point, and that is normal because maybe you're doing organic traffic. But those that would go to that next stage would definitely like respond, oh yes, I want to like you can ask a question so then you can go to the next stage, that is it, understand the situation, just like know them, bringing them up their problems, showing them the vision of where they want to go to and show them how your plan like solve the problem for them and tell them the consequences of what will happen if they do not take that particular decision or if they do not like, change their financial life at that point. So so I would talk about the process in which you can use. So this is the point where I talk about the process that in which you can use and how you can use it for your own business. So there are two ways in which you guys are talk to your prospect. That is through your DM or you having classes with them. Okay. So when it comes to your DM, so the first thing you want to do is you want to like connect with them. So I call it connecting questions. So connecting questions is more like set a common ground between you two. Now, if you're using organic traffic, I already gave an example of a question that you can ask. So that is your own connected question. Once they give you that chance to ask the question, you just need to move to the situation-based question. I will explain is further as we go on, but I'm just like making you understand so that you won't make that mistake when you get to the field of implementing these things. Okay. So the connected question is like set the stage. More like okay, they are able to like connect with you just like from the name connecting question, so just making it a lot easier for you to like understand it. So it goes like okay, hi, my name is Toby. I have saved your contacts, you can also save mine, or maybe you don't know their name already, you can okay, so what's your name so I can save your contact, so once they say that okay, so you can now ask them okay, can I ask you what about the advert? Perhaps if you run or if you run an advert, what about the advert got your attention, got you interested in clicking the link that directed you here? So once you do that, you have been able to like, create a common ground. They will tell you, oh, it's because I'm struggling financially. So once they come to your DM, okay, so once they see that you are able to like have an idea of why they are there with you, and they feel that okay, this is someone I can talk to. So that way you'll be able to like I mean you guys will be able to like connect. Okay. So you are setting the stage for the conversation for other questions that you want to ask. Okay. So and let's say um maybe it is used as organic traffic. I know that some of you are connecting content on TikTok and they clicked on your bio, they came to your DM. You just be like, okay, sorry, I'm going to know. So the work prompted you to like send me a message this afternoon. So that way you are able to like you are aware. It helps you to like set the stage, and you are aware of, okay, this is why this person is actually like here. Although you might not be able to like get to the root of things at that point, but then at least you have an idea of what it is all about. So to be like you guys are wasting each other's time. So that is what the connected question does, just like create common ground. So the next question is the situation-based question. So the situation-based question is to all the like understand their situation, because that is what something is all about. Understand their situation. They are not okay with something and they want to achieve something. So if you are not unable to understand what they are not okay with, how do you solve a problem? How do you take the solution to it? Okay, so you have to understand what exactly is the situation around them. What do they do? So obviously, for them to come to you, they have a way in which they are using to like solve the problem that they want to solve. So you have to like figure out what exactly the problem is, or what exactly they are having issues with. So you ask them, okay, what do they do? They tell you, oh, I am a 95 worker, I am a student. Okay, so then you ask them, okay, so are they okay with the result that they are getting from what they do? I mean, are they okay with the result that they are getting from it? So you want them to like tell you. You are not assuming. So another thing I was like, I should have told you is, don't assume. Don't ever assume when it comes to the game of selling. Don't ever assume, because you have to get into the commercial that is going on in their head. Don't ever assume that this is what this person is trying to say. Okay? Don't ever assume. Ask questions if you're not clear. Clarify things, because the person might be saying something else and you are interpreting something else, and in the process you guys are missing each other. So maybe that is what you have to like say to all them make that decision of buying. You have missed it. So people are why did I make the sale? That was why you didn't make the sale. Okay, so you ask them what did they do. You can even ask them how long have they been doing it. So if you have like automation message, because this will save you a lot of stress and you can make more sales and you can be able to like talk to more people even on the long run. So you can ask them what they do, how long have they been doing it? How was it like a problem for them? So are they okay with their financial life? That is the main question that you want to ask at that point. Are they okay with their financial life? Oh, they will tell you, oh, I am actually not okay with it. Okay, so you are finding out what the situation is. So you want to like go deeper, make them understand. Remember I said you just don't solve, because just saying that, oh, I am not okay with it, that doesn't mean that you are good to go solve a problem, because that is just like surface level problem. You have to go deeper to understand basically what it means. So once you understand it, then you can be able to solve the problem. You can know how to portray your product as a solution to the problem. Okay, so the next thing is the problem awareness question. This is the point where you help them know that, oh, bro, this thing is a problem. But you don't, of course, you don't say that with your mouth. You ask questions. You help them like, see, how is this like a problem? How is this like affecting you? Okay, they tell you, oh, I'm unable to do it. They're the one telling you. So even with the question that you're asking, they are seeing you as an expert, as an authority. Because when you go ahead and see, let's say, a medical practitioner, like maybe like a doctor, what would they do? They just simply ask you, okay, how are you feeling? Are you feeling headache? Are you feeling cold? So they ask questions, you are the one answering. So it takes you to that point of them seeing you as an expert, as an authority, as someone that knows what he or she is doing. So it increases the way their perception about you. Okay, so when you ask those questions, it's also like pour out, okay, this is the problem. So even themselves, they are aware that, this is a problem. Oh. Maybe they have not even thought about it in that way, but once they're like, you're asking the question, they're telling you, they are, of course, they have to think before they give you the response. So invariably, they are self aware that, oh, this is a problem, and that is the best way to even sell. Persuasion. Let them like persuade themselves into making the decision that you want them to take. So that is what selling, proper selling is. That is what it's all about. So after problem awareness, when you're able to like help them like say, okay, this is a problem, and looking at how it affects them, they now move to the point of the solution awareness. This is the vision. This is where they want to go to. This is like the paradise to them. All right. So you also like figure out, okay, so um let's say you take on this decision like right now. I mean, how would the future like look like for you? How would everything like look like for when you're able to like take away this problem? How would it like look like for you at that point? Okay. So when you do that, boom, you're able to like figure out, okay, you will be able to like connect the dots of this is where they are, this is where they want to go to. So and it makes it a lot easier for you to like be able to like show them how your product like connect the dots. So once your product can connect the dots, you are good to go. Okay. So and the last question you want to ask is a consequence question because most people would take a decision when they know the negative actions of or what when you know the negative things that would happen to them if they don't take that decision. Okay. So you also like all them like see, okay, let me give an example of a connecting question. Let me just pick a question from my head. Okay. So what do you think would actually like happen if you feel to like do something about this thing that is affecting you, their situation? Okay. So you want to ask them, what do you think would happen? So you help them like think. So once they think, this is what is going to happen, then they want to like quickly like take that decision. You want to go ahead and take that decision. So it makes it a lot easier for them to like make that decision of buying because they know the consequence of what's going to happen if they feel to like take that decision. So at this point, you can give them a VSL, let's say UMMD VSL, the video sales data. That is the video that explains the UMM better to them, that make them understand what affiliate marketing is all about. So you give them a video that explains it to them, and once they come back to you, you just all you just have to do is just like help them with the gap. This is where you are. This is where you want to go to. This is the product that can help you get there. Okay, so it is that simple. So and remember, I talked about when once they do this and they'll be like, oh, they don't have the money and all those things. Answer the objection at first. Okay, answer the objection at first. And what brings about objection? Let me talk about that. So what brings about objection is people's experience, basically their perception in the sense of their experience, their knowledge. I think those are just those main two things: their experience, their level of knowledge. That is what, and their exposure as well, and also their environment. I think there are four things, right? Their exposure, their environment, their knowledge, and what was the last thing I talked about? I talked about environment, their exposure, um, their knowledge. Okay, their knowledge, and I can't remember the last one I talked about. Basically, okay, but these four things I talked about, they are the main reason why um that will determine the action that people will take, their perception. Okay, so based on their experience, yeah, I can remember now their experience. So maybe someone that has been scammed before, when you hear that kind of person about affiliate marketing, the person doesn't see, the person cannot like see all of those things. It is normal that the person wants to like come up with objection that, "Well, I don't have the money." Some of them might be even be honest with you and tell you that I've been scammed before. So you want to go to that level of resonating with them. It is okay that they have been scammed before. It's just the truth. So you have to like tell them, take them to that point of okay, helping them realize, okay, yes, you have been scammed before, but then does that mean that you won't like take an addition to like change your life? Because what is most important to you is not to achieve what you want. Yes. So we have to like look into how you'll be able to like achieve that you want for yourself. Yeah, I understand you have been scammed before, but then that doesn't like take you away from, or that doesn't take you to that point. This is where you want to go to. Okay. Yeah, you're just like get up, get up, get up, get up. You fail, right? Will you be able to like achieve what you want by just staying down? No, you have to like you have the chance to be able to achieve it when you take a decision that can take you up. So you just help them change their perception. Like I said, just like help them change their perception. Once you can help them change their perception, they're making that decision. Okay, so that is based on their experience, their environment, their exposure, their level of exposure. Okay, let's say someone that stays in a very, very rural area. Now you're asking the person like take a decision. Like it is very, very difficult for them, that kind of person, like think that kind of the person cannot like understand. So when you even understand that kind of thing, you ask like you have to take them to that point of awareness that can help them take that decision. That kind of person like special treatment. Okay, so it is just being aware. Okay, this is where this person is. This is where this person is. So it makes it easier for you to be able to make the sale. Because if you don't know the problem that you're facing, then how will you be able to get the sale? So these are the basic things that is stopping you from being able to take a stranger to that point of being able to like buy from you. Okay, so and for classes, if you want to like have classes, how you can go about it is like, okay, let's say maybe they come to your gym, like right now, you direct them to your class, you teach them about some basic things about affiliate marketing that they need to know. So in the process, then you now start asking these questions, but you're not asking the connected question because of course you have been able to connect to them. Obviously, you guys have a common ground because you've taught them about um maybe like say the market that you want to take them into. Okay, so you've taken them into like you made them understand about the market that you want to like take them into. Okay, so you have been able to like, connect with them, create a common ground with them. Then you now move to the point of asking them so it can be in form of an interactive class. So that way you can even get to like know about your prospect. You can get them to like make it easier for you to like talk to them. Maybe when you want to like follow up, maybe even when you want to like call them to take that action at that point. Okay, when you want to like call them to like take that action at that point, so it makes it a lot easier for you to be able to like all of them take that decision at that point because you have been able to like settle the things that you have to like settle at that point. Okay, so just ask a situation based question, just like okay, what did you do? Some people would like respond, then you give another, you ask another question. Okay, so how long have you been doing it? It's even a lot easier when you even have classes because if you're looking at like making a lot of sales, you're looking at like research challenges. It makes it a lot easier or it's a lot easier for you to like have classes with them. So then you can have an interactive class with them, understand their situation, help them see that how. So you can just like pick one or two people, use them as a case study for every other people inside the class. Do you understand? So then you go on and on, provide awareness, you understand their problem. I mean, help them see how it is a problem for them. Then it goes to the point of, help them, take them to that vision that they want to be, that paradise that they want to like experience. Take them there, and it is a lot easier for everyone to like buy. So I think I've actually like even exceeded my time according to the time I was given. So I hope that our host is still here to maybe like address your thing or if I have to continue. So I'm just like trying to like get a hold of her. Okay. So but then I think I just have to just continue until she's here because I can't see her. She's not like up here with me. Okay. So that's just basically about you having a class with them. So and to even make it a lot easier for you, you can there are various ways in which you can have classes with your prospect that even in a week in you can have like different classes with your prospect, but you have to like know how to like go about it basically. That is you um finding ways in which you can like have classes with them because if you're looking at like of course make a lot of sales, you have to be smart. Okay, that's like one of the things that you have to like know. You have to be smart, you have to like hold a lot of classes. So that's why I said if you want to if you're looking at like make a lot of sales, you have to um like go for the option of like having classes. Okay. So but I don't know why she's not here, sorry. Because I was more like prepared for what she said I was going to like talk about. So okay. So since she's not here, let me see like continue. Okay, so let me butchers more about um the DM because I know that some people still want to like go for the option of DM because they don't have a lot of leads. Okay, so one thing you can do is once you've given them the video, you want to like up them like say because that's that point whereby some people would just say that, oh, maybe like they don't even get back to you. So you one of the things you can do is you want to remind them that this is the reason why you came to me at first. So when they're like, okay, they don't get back to you after watching the video, so maybe like the UMVSL talked about the price that they are paying in the video. So most people they want to like think of or they want to like think price based at that point. So and that may not be so good. So that is why some of them might not want to like respond to you. Okay. So the best thing you can do is trigger them back into the conversation. You have to like find a way to like trigger them back into the conversation. So that is the best way to um you know go about it. So trigger them back in the conversation. Like you already like got some information from them earlier on. So you find a way to like trigger them back to the conversation and get them to like make the decision of buying, like to continue the conversation with you. Okay. So because I think this is this is the time for the question and answer section, but I I don't know.
I'm
Okay.
so sorry. Oh, that was network. I'm so sorry.
Well, okay.
It just
All right.
kicked me out. All right.
But
Thank you very much.
I don't even know because I can't see any message. I can't. I don't know if people actually like live on this
Yes, they
class.
are. They are.
Mm.
They are responses in the comment section. Navigate to the place and you can see comment.
Oh,
There are some.
okay.
There's some comments there. So yes, thank you so much, Toby. As I said earlier, that's anything. Okay, guys. So, if you have any questions for Toby, please strictly concerning what he has talked about tonight. Strictly, please, strictly. Any other question outside what he has talked about tonight will not be attended to. Okay. So yeah, I can see one question here from a dinner. So she's asking Toby. She said,
All right.
please, is it advisable to direct your paid lead into your DM or your training group?
Okay. It depends on individuals because people decide to like maybe like they want to have DM conversation with their prospect, and some people decide that okay, I want to go for classes, and some people be like okay because I am not getting a lot of people. That is why I want to like have DM conversations. But whichever one in which you decide to go for, you go for it. So, but like I said, if you're looking outside make a lot of sales, of course, you want to like go for the option of training. So I hope I answered the question. Okay, sorry, is our host there? And please, Dina, if I respond to your question, please can you just like let me know in the chat box, just so I can know if I did justice to that or maybe I'm still trying to. I'm just like kidding the ball. Oh, I think our hosts had issues with our network. Okay, so if you have any other question, please let me know. Okay, all right, thank you, Dina. Go to the extent of coin. Is that going to go to the extent of calling for prospects for not replying to messages? Um, no, because there has to be how do I put it? Like you have to like put like a boundary to the things that you do when it comes to selling. Of course, not as much as you want to up, you don't have to appear as someone that is desperate for the sale. Okay. So the only thing you can do is try and trigger them back into the conversation. If they don't want it, then they don't want it. That's why I say it's very, very important that you try as much as possible to get enough leads so that you won't have to like feel the need to like, okay, someone is not responding to me, then I also like start calling the person. So just do the things that you can do as a professional, and once they fail to respond, there's nothing you can do. Not everyone can change their lives, obviously. So I hope I answered the question. Is it tennis, court? Yeah. And welcome back, host.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, loud and clear.
All right, I'm so sorry about that again. Yeah, MTN kicked me out yet again. But I think it should be a bit better now. Okay,
Okay,
so
sorry about that.
have you answered Dennis Godwin's? Thank you so much. Have you answered
Yeah,
Dennis Godwin's question? All right,
yeah, I did.
thank you. All right, all right. So, any other questions, guys, before we call it a good night? Okay, so I want to believe that we don't have any questions again. All right, so Toby, thank you so much for the session. But then before you go, any last advice you want to give a newbie just coming into affiliate marketing or sales or anything? And then how can we reach you? Maybe your social media, and do you have a program that we can enroll in? Any of those things? Can you just brief us on all of that, and then we can call it a good night?
Oh, okay. So anyone that just like coming out to, I mean, as an affiliate marketer, so of course you want to like understand just two things when it comes to like your affiliate marketing business. That is your lead generation game, and then your lead conversion. Because once you can get these two things right, then you have it all. So it's just those two things: your lead generation and your lead conversion. So and don't feel that okay, I have been able to make two sales. If you're unable to like make it consistently, then you have not started. And do not have a feeling like oh because I just got my course 2 months I mean maybe last week, 2 weeks ago, then I'm still a newbie. Do not have that kind of thinking, because I think a lot of people like fall into that trap, having a feeling like I'm still a newbie, that's why I'm still struggling to make sales. No, it shouldn't be. So once you get started and get so serious about every thing. So and about the social media, Andrew, I am active on Twitter and TikTok. So and on TikTok I drop more videos as time goes on, and then Twitter I've not been like posting there, but then um you can actually like do also follow the accounts, and the handle for my Twitter is at um Oyelude Toby. I don't know if I can use like so I think someone else dropped a question. I wish to know how would you advise to handle a prospect who is always giving you hopes of registering, but when the time they keep giving excuses? You have to like know what they are like trying to like do here. Is it important to them that they solve the problem, or it is not? Because if it's not important to them, they, of course they will keep on taking to that point of say, oh, they're not doing this, they're not doing that. So, but remember, like I said, you have to like come with the notion of you want to up, but then their interest level has to be high, so you can be able to like come to meet them at that point where they're so interested in the product as well. So it has to be a mutual thing. Like one person is not so interested, another person is so interested in helping. So they really want to like solve the problem, and you have a problem that solves the problem for them. So you have to just like let them know, okay, what exactly are we doing here? Do you really want to like solve this problem or not? So that you both will be wasting your time. But of course, before you do that, you have to like you must have demonstrated that you really want to help. What you do can help them, right? So I think that shows that. So I hope I actually like answered the question.
All right, thank you so much, Toby. So you gave your Twitter handle as at Oyelude Toby. That's with a double I. You
No,
haven't mentioned the TikTok account, please.
I am not like that active on it. I just have to like check my phone for the TikTok. I just like post there. I really don't like make use of it like that. So I just have to like, check that and I was like out. I think it's Toby 5 to something. Sorry, I'm coming. Okay, so it's at TOBS TOBS 6848. So at TOBS 6848. So that's the TikTok handle. So those are the accounts that I'm really like active, and then of course my WhatsApp, but I don't think that's really like necessary. So and then the last one, okay. So and then the last one um is if I do have a program. Yes, I do have a program in which you can get is on Digitstem. So and the name of the program is the Lead Conversion Accelerator. So the Lead Conversion Accelerator. So if you feel you want to like learn more about how to convert your leads to sales, then of course you can check the product out and see if you really like want to like move to the next level of you being able to like learn how to like convert your leads to sales properly. Of course, that is so optional because what we have dished out here is, of course, more than like value. So, but if you feel like you want to like go to the next stage, because of course I recommend that you get it because there were some things that I was unable to like cover because she only gave me 45 minutes about. So I was unable to like cover them here on this space. So you can get to like catch them up there and then you can get to like see how to take yourself to the next level and you can even get to like connect with me on a better level. I mean that is when you get because you have access to me to ask questions as much as you want and of course you get response to every one of them. So and of course when you check your marketplace on Digitstem, just search product. So lead conversion accelerator. So you can like check it out and you would see the things that it talked about. Although there are some new updates that I am still like looking at like updates the features. Although it's updated in the course, but just the write up on Digitstem. But you can just go ahead and check the product out and see if you want to like, get it for yourself. I don't know if it's okay if I call the price or they can just go ahead and go and check it themselves.
You're free to call the price. You're free.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. So the price is 25,000 naira. But of course, since you are on Digitstem, you're getting a 50% commission. So that's you're getting it for I think 12,500 naira thereabout. So that is just it basically.
All right. Thank you so much, Toby. Okay, so guys, as Toby has said, he has a program. If you liked what you heard, I'm sure you liked it because he went into deep details, deep details, and in fact, if we could go into these details for a free session, imagine what is packed into his premium session. That is the one you're going to pay for. So, guys, ensure that you buy the course if you want to convert your leads to sales. You want your ads to do well, whether it is that you're doing paid ads or even your organic leads as well. You want them to convert into paying customers, not just once, so not customers that will pay you once and will not pay you again, like consistently, that will trust you and be able to um buy from you consistently no matter what you're selling. I recommend this course. Okay, make sure you get it today. Don't waste time because tomorrow night you might be overthinking it. So get it today. Okay, so yes, once again, guys, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much, Toby, for showing up. It was nice having you here. Thank you for delivering value. All right, guys. As I said at the beginning of this session, subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe. It is free, please. It is free. And I think I saw somebody asking that you're just coming in. When is the next class? Okay, so this class was, well, it's not a class. This session was recorded. Yes, it is available for you to rewatch. Maybe you had network issues along the line, like I did, because of course it's inevitable. This is Africa. You can always go back to rewatch the session. It's available for you. Watch as many times as you want to. It has a lot of value packed stuff for you. Okay, so watch it as many times as you need to. It's just simply check for the live. You'll see a lot of sessions, like the middle part of your phone. You will see live, sorry, you see home, you will see live, you will see playlist. What you should focus on is the live. So just click on live, and then it will roll out all the sessions that we have had, and you can just click on this one, which is most likely going to be at the very top of it. Okay, converting leads to sales. Just click on it, and you can rewatch. Okay, but don't forget to subscribe, and also follow us on Twitter as Digitstem. Follow us on Facebook at Digitstem as well. Follow us on Instagram at Digitstem underscore. Okay, see you guys next week Saturday, same time, same venue with different professionals. Have a lovely and productive week. Okay, good night.